folks, day 4, the final leg of the tour so far from a MIDGE infected Loch ARKAIG. Just walked away out of these midges. Have been absolutely shit all night because we've had a little bit of damp obviously by the waterfall, no wind, so it wasn't bad. We got a fire going, kept them off, so it's been alright. But this morning just hell trying to pack everything away with the midges. So anyway, so the plan is to head back towards Fort William and then cut across over the mighty Glencoe, stop up at Greenwell and then get to Ayrshire by Loch Lomond for the night there, for the final night. So looking forward to today's ride. The weather today is not too bad. There's a little patch of blue sky up ahead, a little bit of grey, a little bit of blue sky up there as well. So not a bad day's riding. Temperature's quite cool as well, so not too hot, so that's brilliant. I think there's some warmer weather coming tomorrow for when I do the ride home. So last look at the camp now packed up and the waterfall before we get back on the bikes. Leave no trace. Still flowing as fierce as ever. Okay, we'll see you guys back on the bikes. Okay, now I've got the midges out my helmet. On the way here, I think there was a section of road I said I was going to record and I didn't. But this is the little B-track road to the loch, or out the loch from where we just come from Loch ARKAIG. So what it does is goes up towards Bainbridge now, that's the way we're heading. And then ultimately down towards Fort William. But the great thing about this road is the views you're getting from Central Highland, Ben Nevis. So you get the Nevis range over there as well. So the clouds are lifted right to the top, so we're going to get some great views over Glencoe today, which is unusual. I have had a couple of tours, I think last year as well, from the Outer Hebrides over Glencoe. It was scorching sunshine and we had the clearest views ever. Sometimes it just adds a little bit of drama as well when you've got the clouds over it, a little bit more dramatic. But you know, we've seen it 1,000 times, but it's still a good road to ride, so that is the way we're heading. Just so as we're not coming back down or going up the way we came down from ARKAIG and Inveraray and then over to where we caught the ferry then at Oban. So we've just done a sort of a loop round back. Some view on this road, isn't there? Commando training. So just headed into Ballachulish. We come through Fort William and then we'll go over the bridge in a little bit, the Iron Bridge. And it always to me is like the gateway to Glencoe, that when you go over the bridge and down across, following the waterside along here and then into Glencoe itself. And like I said, first stop Glen Etive. Let's get that James Bond shot. Stayed quite cool so far today, showing it's 60 degrees, pretty dull, but at least there's no rain. Stunning view in front of the mountains before we head over the bridge. Ballachulish 3 miles, Glencoe village at 4 miles.
not going to stop at the visitor centre. We've been there a few times. Just get down to Greenwell after our stops in a bit for a cup of coffee, but it's not a bad place to stop. But we're heading into the Glen. Just need to chop these trees down, spoiling the views over there. I don't know where the crew are. Wow, so glad we got it with the clouds just on top of the mountains today. Just gives that more dramatic feel. Too boring if it's too clear, isn't it? Signal Rock picnic area. Crew's right behind, that's good. Are we all here? Yep, all here. We'll do the obligatory stop in the car park at the top, I think, before heading down to Glen Etive. Might as well, seeing as we're down this side. That's if it's not full of coaches, which it is, and cars, so I think we'll miss out on the stop. We've done that one before, haven't we? The Three Sisters car park. The waterfall. Always some cracky little places to stop, but we've got a mission. This is a dead-end road, by the way. It does go on for quite a while, so we only need to go to where we need to be for the old pictures and wherever it is. Nice little place to stop for the night there. Oh well, we was going to get a shot, the Skyfall shot, but as you can see, cars galore and everyone's got the same idea. Bonnets up, he's overeating, cyclists everywhere, German cars doing the photo shoot in the Aston Martins. So I'll have to make do with a nearly shot instead, I think, folks. I think that'll do, won't it? It's as close as, without getting caught in the caravans of traffic. So anyway, yeah, we're not queuing up for standing by a rock. That's the general view, but what a view it is. It's actually a better view away and around here. Look at that up there, and a better view again of all these beautiful bikes. That view is going to change soon to a Vogue 900 DSX. So
dead leg on me. It was glued to my
Oh, you've had a bird going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Little birdie.
Pan America's looking absolutely filthy. She loves getting filthy. The gypsy. Now you wonder why I call her the gypsy? The gypsy. Anyway, I was saying as I was coming down this road, I was tempted to put my heated grips on.
I've got mine on.
Yeah, because this coming down here, it just suddenly turned into autumn, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What club's that? Swinging club?
The heated grips club.
Oh, right, of course you will. Right. Anyway, let's get off this Glen, get down to the Greenwell stop, folks. Okay, folks, so that was a little bit disappointing, really. I didn't really know what I was going to say apart from standing by a rock, but when it's full of traffic, and then just as you're about to go, they kept the laybys clearing. How typical is that? But we're not going to stay here all day waiting for the shot. So what I've got, we'll have to do. Let's turn around and get out of the Glen. Anyway, last look at the mighty Glencoe skyline before we get off this hill and grab a bite to eat. So our last little stretch now before we drop down at the Greenwell stop. Me and Sarah have had a little bit of fun coming off the mountain. I think we've left the crew behind. I think we'll have had a cup of coffee by the time they turn up now at Greenwell, but just love this last stretch. Just love the views on this last stretch of road before you get off from Glencoe. All these Aston Martins here now, you know exactly where all these are going. Look at all these old German Aston Martins, about bloody 9 of them. So they'll all be going to Glen Etive, I guarantee that for a start. So cyclists and camper vans have been the biggest annoyance, really, because this one's doing 30 odd mile an hour, 40 mile an hour in front. Cyclist over Glencoe, that was dangerous. And what I didn't catch before, as usual when you're never recording, is the jaywalker who walks straight across the road when I'm doing about 70 mile an hour. So I leathered it on the horn and he still never looked up. I think he was on a death wish. It's always when the cameras aren't recording, it's annoying. I'd have made him famous. Welcome to the district of Stirling. Greenwell stop. Nearly there. We're nearly there. More Aston Martins. Look at them. Look at all these. Okay, folks. Great little stop at Greenwell, it always is. Sausage roll, cheeseburger and a coffee. Sarah's ready to roll. Ready to roll. Team A departing. So we're going to head down towards Loch Lomond now. Probably have a little stop at Loch Lomond Shores because we're too early to check in at the hotel. A little bit of rain in the air as well, but we've only 16 miles, I think it is. It's not that far. The check-in's after 3 o'clock and it's... what time is it? Phone's gone off and the Harley clock is reading 10:05 at night. So on the banks now of Loch Lomond, one of my little favourite stretches of road this. Just those glorious little vistas right by the loch side. So we're going to stop, it's not that long now, round a few twisties round here and on Loch Lomond Shores, little cafe stop area just to chill out. So no point going daft on these roads because you've got all the tour buses and shit coming around the bends, so you might as well just stick behind the camper vans and enjoy life. Roads are too tight and twisty to try and do something daft. A lot of shit on the road as well you got to look out for. There's little stretches where you can zip past these campers, but like I said, you might as well just take in the view. Well folks, that was about 45 minutes stuck by the side of Loch Lomond and engines off, waiting, moving 5 paces, waiting. So as usual you get to the head of it and there's no sign of any reason why it was like that, but we were going to stop at the Loch Lomond Shores and that was closed, so then stop at the top. I thought I'll have half an hour there, but to be fair it's 20 to 3, I think we can check in after 3, so I thought might as well just get to the hotel. Get an early one, get freshed and out for a bit early, relax. So we're just heading back into ARKAIG now and we're back at the hotel in 1 minute. 0.6 miles exactly. So after 3 days in the wild, probably smelling like true bikers, I'm ready for a shower. So at least when I get home tomorrow I won't smell like a tramp when I see my good lady, Mrs. ALCHEMOTO. Otherwise the first thing she'll do is throw me in the shower anyway. One of my favourite spot.
Stu's getting eaten alive.
Here we are there. Alright folks, so this is the end of the tour, the Highlands and Islands Tour 25 with the crew. So I hope you've enjoyed watching all the episodes with all the fun and shenanigans we've had along the way. It's been brilliant. But for tonight, the last night at the ARKAIG Hotel, we'll sign off with a toast. So from me, ALCHEMOTO, from 5 o'clock AM, Stu, Mr. Hunter Gatherer, Mark, Sarah Throttle Twist It, and Johnny Drop It. We'll toast a toast to you guys. Thanks for watching, folks.
Hey.
Remember, if this is your first time watching ALCHEMOTO, please hit the subscribe button, please like, share and comment if you dare. Until the next time, we'll see you later, folks. Thanks for watching.
I'm not coming next time. Oh, it's all good fun.